Good afternoon, everyone. The webinar is being organized by Center for Environment Education, a national institute promoting environmental awareness. Today, on this great afternoon, we are meeting here for orientation program of Littlest campaign and how we can proceed for mini Littlest campaign. So this is Arzu, project officer from CE, and we have with us Ms. Shrishti. She graduated in international relations with minor in environmental education. Next, we have Ms. Stuti. She is pursuing her environmental engineering. Both of them are passionate for environment and sustainable education. And we also have Ms. Madhvi Joshi, Senior Program Director from Center for Environment Education. She mainly looks after youth engagement across the country. So moving ahead, we have a housekeeping rule for this webinar. Entire session is being recorded and is scheduled for 1 hour. This is webinar mode, so only panelists will be speaking. If you have any question or you want to speak, you can raise your hand and we'll let you talk. You can post your question in Q&A session. We will log all questions and try to answer them during Q&A session. Webinar recording will soon be uploaded on our YouTube channel. Also, we'll be posting YouTube channel link so that you can easily go there. So talking briefly about Foundation for Environment Education and Mars Degree, FE is International Environmental Education Organization having members over 78 countries internationally. This is recognized by UNESCO and UNEP as a world leader within the field of environmental education and education for sustainable development. Mars Degree LLC Littlest campaign is supported by Mars Degree Foundation with FE as global partner and CE as national operator for India. They launched a sustainable in generation plan in 2017 that focus on 3 key areas: a healthy planet, thriving people, and nourishment and nourishing well-being. Center for Environment Education developed innovative programs and is committed to ensure that environmental education lead to action-based learning for sustainable development. This was set up in 1984 as excellence in environmental education by the government of India, and this national institution is headquartered in Ahmedabad, and it mainly promotes about environmental education throughout the country. So let's get started with a small quiz round. So I request you all to go on www.menti.com and type the code 900-63089. The link is also there in the chat box. You all can go there and join from there. Link is there. You all can just go. I'll also share it meanwhile. The code is 900-63089. And your first question is, how do you manage your waste at school or at your home? So you can start typing your answer and it will be there on the screen. This question is really simple. Like all of us are trying to live a sustainable lifestyle. So we do have a practice that we manage our waste at our home and school. The link is there in the chat box. Or else you can also type the answer in chat box given there. I'll be reading answers from there as well. So yes, the key to manage waste at any place is to reduce the amount of waste that we consume. Like any sort of waste that we can reduce, we should definitely reduce. Segregation, of course, segregation at the source is the key to manage waste. Dustbin, exactly. We have even color coded dustbin. So for green waste, we have different color. For dry waste, we have different color. Reduction of waste, yes, again. Okay, so Rita ma'am also says we segregate and give for recycling, also prepare compost and reuse few things. So yes, people, you can also put it in the chat box. I'm reading out answers from there. So any other practice that you have to manage waste in your surrounding? First is of course that you segregate the waste and accordingly while segregating you keep wet waste aside and dry waste and then whatever wet waste you are getting you compost it and give to a proper channel there's a proper channel to decompose waste and also recyclers are coming. I don't know whether it is like in every area or not, but yeah, many cities are having facility of waste collection in different ways. We have two dustbins, one for recyclable and other one for non-recyclable. That is really a good practice. I doubt majority of the people are following this because while collecting, even the municipal is not collecting the waste according to the way we segregate. So it is really a good habit to keep two or three dustbins. Compost is really a good way to treat your green waste. Okay, so we only have few seconds, then I'll move to next question. I managed to segregate waste by interactive bins and preparing compost. I also managed to make DIY by waste, which is useful. This is really cool idea to make DIYs and try to reduce the use of plastic at my home as plastic is non-degradable. True. Okay, let's read out answers from chat box. But mentors are helping students to make eco bricks in school. Then Madhuman says reuse, repair, refurbish as much as possible. Use only as much as we need. Look for alternatives for biodegradables. So moving to next question. What according to you is litter? So the earlier question was how you manage waste in your surrounding. And this is what according to you is a litter. Plastic, cigarette butts, waste. Throwing around unwanted, unhealthy stuff. Yes, it is. Anything that cannot be decomposed, affect adversely to the environment. Okay, so litter, there is a difference between waste and litter. Waste is anything that is not useful to us is considered as waste, and littering is a behavior like waste and litter is anyway we'll cover that portion in later in our slides. So you keep texting your answers. I'll just read them out. Harming living beings, litter can be reused, electronic gadgets. So through this, we get the knowledge that many of you have little confusion between what is waste and what is litter. So this question was actually important for us to understand what understanding you have regarding litter. Okay, so let's just move to next question. We'll get a clear-cut idea what litter is. So I'm just closing the Menti, and thank you all for participating in this quiz. This is really helpful for us to get a connection that what we are going to take further in this session. So next we'll cover about what litter exactly is. Um, I'll just share the screen again. So now I would like to call on Shristi to take this forward. Hi Shristi, and we are glad to have you here. Over to you.
Hi, thank you, Ms. Arju. So, what exactly is litter? Litter is a waste that is in the wrong place, thrown by us thoughtlessly out of habit. For example, throwing or leaving a candy wrapper in a public place instead of using a dustbin. It basically consists of waste products that have been discarded incorrectly without consent at an unsuitable location. Interestingly, fast food wrappers, including plastic, cardboard, and paper, are the most littered object. Now, the sources of litter. Litter comes from different sources. For instance, it can be intentional or unintentional. Intentional littering is when someone voluntarily throws waste at a wrong place, like discarding waste out of the window, pedestrians dropping litter on the street, or people on picnics or at other public space events. Unintentional waste. It may come from uncovered loads that can be easily blown out by or blown out of trucks and or cars. Household rubbish, commercial rubbish, and uncontrolled building waste can become litter if not secured by a proper cover. So there is rubbish from the wind and rubbish from rubbish that animals carry from sites that are not properly secured. Next, will move on to the impacts of littering. Like most of you might already know, litter can be harmful to people, animals, and the natural environment. The major impact involves danger to public health, endangering or even killing wildlife, and serious damage to waterways or other resources. In addition to water and soil pollution, litter can also pollute the air. The foul odor generated through the waste is harmful to human health, and researchers estimate that more than 40% of the world's litter is burned in open air, which can release toxic emissions. Plastic litter is the most common killer of animals, and marine animals are the most notably affected. As you can see in the slide, each year over 100,000 dolphins, fishes, whales, turtles, and more drown after becoming or entangled in or digesting plastic litter. Now about the LLC campaign. The Littleless campaign is a joint project between Mars Wrigley Foundation and the Mars Wrigley Foundation and the Foundation for Environmental Education. Running for 10 consecutive years all around the globe, it underlines tangibility and the importance of dealing with issues of litter and waste. Ms. Arju, the next slide. The campaign is very popular, and since its implementation in 2011, more than 4 million students from 45 different countries have participated. The campaign educates the children and youth around the world about the impacts of litter and gives them the opportunity to engage with their local communities in awareness raising activities. Now we have a brief video for you about the Litterless campaign and how it works nationally and internationally.
Picture an elephant. Imagine the full weight of that elephant made out of trash. If we don't change our waste habits, we could have 3.4 billion tons of garbage within the next 30 years. That's almost 525 million trash elephants. Lined up, they could surround the world nearly 120 times. We are burying our planet in litter. But there is hope to change our future. That hope starts with the Litter Less campaign. Students in the campaign attend environmental education programs to learn about making better choices to change litter habits. Together with teachers and parents, students lead projects to reduce waste and involve local communities. Some students run media campaigns to educate and encourage more people to take action. And more people are needed to move 525 million trash elephants. The Litter Less campaign wants you and your community to take part in this movement. Join the over 3 million students who are taking steps toward minimizing waste. Take that first step toward helping your community reduce litter by learning more about the Litter Less campaign today.
So this was brief about what Littlest campaign is about and how students across the globe are involved in this activity. So looking what main objectives are about for Littlest campaign, it enhances the knowledge of litter and waste. As you have just participated in the quiz, so you get to know what exactly litter is and what is waste. So there's a huge difference between litter and waste. Litter is a human practice, human behavior. Whether waste is what we create or what unintentionally is being created by us. Next is influence change in attitude and behavior towards reducing litter. As students keep participating in activities and campaigns, so they inculcate a habit to reduce waste in their regular life. It also encourages opinion leadership and active citizenship, because in Literacy campaign there are a few mandatory actions, like one of them is community action. So they get to know how to interact with community and hence they develop leadership skills. It also provides opportunity for students to develop practical skills. Not only they are just learning things in the theory, but they are also working it out. So definitely they are going to learn practical skills. At the end, it is also helping students and the community to reduce litter and waste footprint. And you also get the chance to collaborate nationally and internationally. So schools, institutions, and groups who are enrolled to Littlest campaign get a chance to collaborate nationally with any other of the school or college, and internationally with the topic, like they work on a similar topic but with some other institutions. So this is really a good advantage of participating in Littlest campaign. So how to teach and learn about litter? We have talked a lot about litter and its behavior and what are the objectives, but then the question comes that how we teach. So whatever we teach is definitely the students are going to learn. So but the thing is कि हमें उसको teach कैसे करना है in your school or in your colleges. So Center for Environment Education have drafted lesson plans based on Wiry methodology. We'll go over what methodology steps are in detail later in the session. And so it is categorized according to the age, like for 11 to 14, we have different lesson plans. From 13, from 15, 16, and every age group is having different kind of activities, because every age group is having different understanding. So accordingly, we have segregated and made according lesson plans, so that every age group can be fitted in that and they can do the activities. The lesson plans are also available on the website as well as on YouTube channel. The YouTube link for YouTube channel is at the rate of Wiry India. We'll also put the link in chat box. So these are the lesson plans. This is how lesson plans look like. I'll just take you through the website for better understanding, so you will get to know how it looks. And each and every lesson plan is briefly described. So you also get to know कि कौन से lesson plan से कहाँ कब जाना है. I'll just take you through the website. So this is a Wiry International website. You have to type Wiry Global, and there's a tool and resource section. Under that, you'll have section for resource for students as well as teachers. So this I have opened for teachers. So teachers can take this, and for students, you can go for resources for students. So these are 11 lesson plans. You can see even age groups are segregated. In first lesson plan, a cycle for resources, which is for 11 to 14 years. Then we'll just take one example. For litter, we are taking litter example under 11 to 14 years. So these are the activities and content available. So you'll get introduction of what the activities in the lesson plan is about. Objectives be separately they rakhe hain, and then also along with that, what time requirement is there and what resources you'll need to conduct this activity with the students. So this is quite helpful for teachers. They can simply just follow this, or else they can customize according to the students or the interests the students have. So these are the resources required. There's also a connection to which SDG the lesson plan is connected. For instance, this one is connected to SDG number 4, 11, 14, and 15. And these are the activities. So it is very helpful for teachers as well as students. It is prepared, so they can just follow this, या फिर आप अपने हिसाब से और अपने students के हिसाब से उसको थोड़ा accordingly modify कर सकते हैं. This I have taken example for one lesson plan. Similarly, you can just go through what lesson plans are available, and I'll also put the link in email also while doing the follow-up email, and also in the chat box. So like this was about lesson plans. Those are available on the website, and what steps you need to follow. Now just talk about that. So Young Reporters for Environment, it aims to empower young people to take an educated stand on environmental issues, focusing on SDGs, and to give them a platform to articulate these issues through the medium of writing an article, video, or a photograph. Wiry engage participants between age group of 11 to 25. So let's just have a look what methodologies it is and how to process further when you register for Wiry LLC. So for this, I would now like to call on Stuti. Hi Stuti, welcome, and I would like to hand over to you.
Thank you, Arzu ma'am. So now we will talk about how Litter Less campaign works. What are the steps that are to be followed to be a part of the Litter Less campaign? So the very first step is to register for the campaign. So I have provided the registration link in the chat box. So you can go through the registration link and register there. So that is how you register for the Litter Less campaign. Then we have form a Wiry LLC group. So for school-going students and college-going students, schools and colleges already have certain eco clubs or clubs working for the environment. So those clubs can register. If such clubs are not formed formally, you can form a group of people who want to work together for this campaign and then register for YRE. And then identify the issues concern in institutions, communities about litter. So now when we talk about identifying the issues, when we talk about college going students, let us consider riverfront or any river or lake or any water body near your surrounding. So that is a public spot, that's a tourist spot, and you find lot of litter over there. So वो एक issue हो जाता है कि वहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारी littering दिख रहा है लोगों, और उससे जैसे हमने पहले डिस्कस किया बहुत सारे impact भी पड़ते हैं. There are several hazardous impacts on the flora and fauna that lives inside those water bodies due to the littering. So that is the issue that you find in your surrounding. Other such issue we can consider for school going kids is that during recess time, children have a habit of littering food. So that is also an issue. Those litter is considered to be an organic form of litter. It can then cause odor and other such hazards. So that is how you identify an issue that you want to work with. So the first step is registration. Second step is to form a group. Third step is to identify an issue which you want to work on. And then the next step is four-step methodology, which will be discussed further. Next is participation in national competition, organized community action day, and dissemination. So after you follow the four-step methodology about littering, mentality of people, or the certain issue that you are working on. So now that information needs to be spread among the people of the community, among the people of several that you are associated with. So that is why you need to participate in national competitions, organize community action day, and spread the awareness regarding the things. Create a brief video of the project process, challenges, outcomes, and share it with the YRE India at Center for Environmental Education. So after you have done with community actions and participations in national competition, you need to create a brief video of the complete project process, from beginning to end, and then you have to submit it at YRE India. And after that, you need to submit a progress report whose format will be further discussed. So now we will talk about follow the four-step methodology. So the first step of the methodology is investigation. So investigation, suppose let us take for an example that the previous example that we are talking about a water body, okay, which is a tourist spot. So investigation at that place will be in terms of what kind of waste is littered over there, what is the amount of plastic waste there, how is it affecting the flora and fauna. You need to talk to people, you need to talk to tourists to understand their mentality of littering. You need to investigate whether there are proper arrangements made so that littering does not happen over there, whether there are appropriate number of dustbins are provided or they're labeled properly for segregation, etc. comes under investigation. The next is research for a the next step is research for a solution. So once you've identified the problem, investigated it, understood what the problem actually is, the second step would obviously be to search for a simple solution. So in case of the previous example, you need to make sure that there are appropriate number of dustbins. कितने कितने इंटरवल पे अपने डस्टबिन रखे हैं. अगर डस्टबिन आने की फ्रीक्वेंसी कम है कोई पार्क में या नियर द वाटर बॉडी, देन इट इंक्रीजेस द हैबिट ऑफ लिटरिंग. के आसपास में डस्टबिन नहीं है तो जहाँ पे है वहाँ पे हम लोग लिटर कर देते हैं. इसलिए नंबर ऑफ डस्टबिन, प्लेसमेंट ऑफ दोस डस्टबिन, दोस काइंड्स कैन बी द solution for the provided problem. So the next step is to form a report. After you have understood the problem and found out an appropriate solution, you need to form a report and identify the target audience and communicate to them. So we had two examples. For the first example, you need to contact the tourists, you need to contact the local authorities, you need to contact the people living around those areas. For the second example, that is littering during school recess, you need to contact teachers, you need to contact students who, if you are in the higher classes, you need to contact the lower class students to make them understand that you do not litter during the recess. Second is create an article, photograph, or video. So now that a report is to be created in a form of an article, a photograph, or a video that documents the environmental issue and the solution. So the report must contain completely everything from the issue to the solution. The next step is dissemination. So after you have formed the report, you have a concrete database that can be shared to a larger audience. So the dissemination takes place. You need to use media such as newspaper, magazine, radios, television, social media, which is very prevalent at this time. You need to use certain hashtags. You need to exhibitions, film shows, local events, etc. So this is how you need to disseminate the information, the report that you have made, the information that you have gathered, in order to create awareness about littering, because it is not a trivial issue, it is a huge issue. So we need to disseminate information like that.
Thank you, Suti. This was really in brief that how YRE and LLC works. So these 4 steps are really important whenever you create any of the article or video or photograph. So first you investigate about the problem, then you research about it, then you document it in the form of report, and then you disseminate. So moving ahead, we'll see the brief of Mini Little Less campaign, and for this I would like to call on Ms. Madhvi Joshi. Hi, ma'am, and welcome to you.
Thank you, Arzu. Good evening, everybody. Just give me a second. I wanted to also say that when we say report, it means that it's an output that gets created based on your research and based on what you have seen and what you have done. And it is different from the progress report that we were talking about. So this report is actually what you would disseminate, how you would want to share your message. So it could be in a form of a photograph or a series of photographs, a video, could be a video or interviews taken on video. So you may be very creative and try and see how you can best represent what you want to say to the target audience. So that is what I wanted to also bring to your notice. Okay, so let's move ahead. We wanted to introduce to you a Mini LLC, that is the Mini Little Less campaign. So there is within the larger Little Less campaign. Today, the Mini Little Less campaign has been initiated. It's a 10-day campaign focused on simple actions that each one of us can take over, there are 10 days and 7 actions, and it's one competition, as they say. And this is the Treasure Earth app, and I would like you to take a minute and download it on your phone from the Google Play Store. So that once you download it from the Google Play Store, you can register, and then we have the communities. You join the India Mini LLC community. So it will be there at the bottom of that page once you have already registered. So we can just spend a little time, 1 or 2 minutes, to just give you some time to download the Treasure Earth app, and then you can go and register. Okay, I think we can move now. Next, please. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So this is the Mini Little Less campaign is running. It starts today, and Sorry, it's not 24th, it is 10 days. So it's up to 28th. And it focuses on actions that individuals can take, and also some way in which we can reflect upon what we do about the waste or the litter that we create, or our behavior in terms of littering. So we're using the Treasure Earth app as for this, and on that, this campaign you will be able to look at each day, and there will be activities that will appear as you go along. And so the first day is basically looking at learning about nature around you, and but before that you need to fill out a survey on pollution, which will the link will be there on the app, and you watch a video which is by Sir David Attenborough. Then you ask yourself how you feel as you watch the video, and there are and a number of other kinds of things like whether what was there in the video, how do you feel about it. After that, you can take a 10-minute walk anywhere outside, take your time, engage each of your senses one by one, and then see what you can what do you see, smell, or hear. Just reflect quietly. I think we don't really spend that much time on by ourselves, and this is a chance that you can do that, and see what is that one thing you're thankful about, and what you just observed. Was there something that you felt very nice about? And can you think of reasons why nature does not produce any waste? So that is one question you can ponder about. And also share your thoughts using the Treasure Earth app. There will be space to do that on this app. And this would be under the Litterless campaign or community. So there is the India community. It's called the under community named as India Mini LLC Eco Schools and Wiry. Remember this name because all your inputs would be on that community. Next, please. So second day, it's about again watching some more videos which are focused on plastics and the impact of plastics on marine marine species and on our on us, and also make a commitment to reduce the use of plastic. So just an example, I will try to avoid wrapping my lunch in a plastic bag, or whatever commitment you can make, and you share those on the Treasure Earth app. Next, please. Okay, so there is another video. So every day you get to watch some interesting videos on YouTube. Now this is looking at invisible pollutants. A lot of times we don't realize that there is so many chemicals that come in through a number of products that we use in our homes. So the activity is to look for any 5 products in your home which would contain toxins or chemicals that are harmful for humans, animals, and plants. And also think about, can you make or find alternative products that are less harmful? A lot of them are in the market. You could also look for them online. So there is a lot of green products, lot of products that are organic products, or they claim that they are less harmful to human beings and the earth. And then share your ideas of non-toxic products on this app. On the 4th day, reflect on things you or your family bought during the past 2 months. Now it's about refusing, right? We talk about hours, different number of hours. So it is refusing before even you buy. Do I really need to buy something? What will I do with it? How long am I going to use it? What is going to happen after I finish using it? So some of those very important questions when you reflect. Also, at the same time, call your grandparents or somebody who's over 70 to ask them about how many things they used to buy when they were of your age, and then compare about how your buying practices. So that might be an interesting comparison to do. And the third thing you are expected to do is also go to this site focused on circular economy and learn about basics of circular economy. So basically, circular economy means that anything that gets produced, it's a cyclical approach where it continues to be reused, recycled, or made into different products. So there is no waste, or minimum waste. So that is what circular economy means. So you actually try and be as circular as possible in your way of living, and share your commitment to reduce on the app. So Diksha, we will come back to you. Thank you for sharing, but let us just finish this and then we'll have a chat. This day 5 is an important day because already we have kind of looked at the videos and seen the kind of waste that we generate. And now let us take up a challenge of living a full day without creating any waste that is disposed to a landfill or burnt. So anything that can be biodegradable will not be, I mean, is not part of this, but at least let us see how much can we live without creating waste. And look at these 5 R's. There are details given in the app also about refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot, and to know what to do. So some rot means to what can you compost out of what you produce. And count the actions and make short videos. These videos are important because if the 1 minute videos would be also, you can share it for the competition. There is a competition for on the zero waste day, which you can also add to the treasurer app, or on the first Facebook, Instagram with the hashtag. So any entry, you can also put it on the Facebook, Instagram with the hashtag Litter Less campaign. Yeah, next. Then add others to your efforts. Abhi tak apne aap kar rahe the. Now you would have shared it with your family. Your family may be wondering what these people are up to. So 6th day, look at engaging in a conversation with your family. So discuss with them, what would you do if you see someone littering? And talk about individual action, whether you would stop them or whether you would pick up litter and throw it in the dustbin, and also the kind of repercussions, whether what would that do to the person who's littering, and all of that. And share your thoughts under using this app. And also there is a second survey on pollution. So before this last action, and you receive a certificate at the end of it. So if you fill the first and second survey and conduct all the 6 days actions, there is a certificate specifically for this campaign that you would get, that a student would get, or anybody who's completed this campaign would get from FE. Next, please. Okay, so 7th day, after you've done all this good work, I think it's a time to go for a picnic. And one can it could be a litter picnic, basically looking at trying to clean up the space where you are going to have the picnic, and also not leave it with litter once you've finished. So spend the first 10 minutes doing that, and then do your celebrations, take photographs, and also what litter you picked, take photo of that and share it on the app, and also on FB and Instagram. So basically sharing what interesting things you've been doing, and do it in a creative way. Yeah. Okay, so just for your information, the criteria for acceptance of any entry is that it has to be in English, or if it is in a local regional language, or so that needs to be translated. So if you can't translate, you need help, let us know. The entry has to be an example of a zero waste action which you have done. This is about the videos, huh? For the mini LLC competition, the day 5 of where you are actually not you're observing a zero waste day. So the videos must not be longer than 1 minute, and also post it on one social media platform with the hashtag. While you send it to us, it has to be also posted with this, and that proof has to be provided to us. And for us, that is the national operators, we have 10 days to submit the 3 best entries. So once we receive entries, we go through them, and there is a jury process, and we select 3 best entries after the mini LLC is over, and that would be, and we send it before the 12th of October, by the 12th of October. and results will be available at the beginning of December. Next, please. Okay, so just to give you a final update, it's create a 1 minute video. Of course, do all the actions on the 7 days, huh? And then you do this video and disseminate through the Treasurer tab and or social media, and share your link and video with us, the national operators. And videos are going to be accepted in these age groups. So from 11 to 14, 6 to 10 we are saying, because we also have eco schools involved. So 6 to 10, 11, the YRE starts from 11 to 14, 15 to 18, 19 to 25 years. So these are the age groups under which the videos will be accepted. Teachers and older people, if you want to share, please do share. We may not be able to enter you into the competition, but we could use them on our Facebook pages for inspiring other people. So we would welcome any and every action that you might want to share. Next, please. So the dates are like this: 7 actions from 18 to 28, competition submission until 12th of November, and at the beginning, results are at the beginning of this. Okay, next, please. Yeah, so this is the Treasurer tab. Just to remind you, this is how it looks in the Play Store also. And use the hashtags. We will of course share this PPT on our channels and on the website, and it will be accessible to you. And you ensure that you're using hashtags, and you're also using tagging Mars Wrigley Foundation on Instagram, and also using the Littlest campaign. Okay, so email us anytime. And these are some of the platforms that we have, the YRE has, and you can reach us on any of these. And keep us posted so that we can share some interesting work that you're doing on all these platforms. Tag us. Okay, thank you, Arzu. I think
We can take questions if there are questions.
I think there was something. Yes. If there are questions, please do feel free to share. Okay, so okay, I think it's better that we download the Treasurer tab. You can also do it on social media and use appropriate hashtags, definitely. But I think it's better that you download the Treasurer tab, because there you're part of the international community then, so it is important that we get counted, because there's a lot of work that we do, but we do not showcase it internationally. So I think this is something we should try and do. If there is a difficulty, do contact us. We'll try and help you out. Okay, so Sudiksha again has a question that I want to share, that me and my friends have created a group where we research about we spread out this. Okay, so would Sudiksha want to speak? Arzu, can you?
Yes, I'm just about to speak.
Okay, while Sudiksha talks, I'll respond to a question that Manoj Das has asked. Manoj, will get you on also. I think we can upgrade everybody. They're just 19. And then we can take you one by one. So Sudiksha first, Manoj second, and Governor Mistry also has raised her hand. So Arzu, can you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm doing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sudiksha, you can continue with your question.
Yeah, Sudiksha. You can ask and you can talk.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so me and my friends, two of my friends.
Can you just give us your background a bit? Are you a student or?
Yes, ma'am, I'm a student.
Of?
Sriram University, Palawa.
Okay. Okay. Which class are you?
6th.
6th. Okay. Yeah, please say.
Yes, ma'am. So me and my friends, I thought of an idea. So because of like I was bored and I wanted to do something, so I asked my two of my friends that we can create this group and research about interesting topics. So we started this last week, and we till now we have just completed some things about the research. So this topic could be helpful for us.
Okay, nice. That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sudiksha, for sharing. Manoj, is there? Manoj Das? Yeah, please, Manoj.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm Manoj Das. I'm a Clinton Fellow in American India Foundation, and I'm working. I have been given a project in Verina, Uttarakhand. I haven't started working though. It will start in November. So my work would be to teach environment to primary school children through creative means. So can you help me with that, or can you put me through someone who is doing this? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you work with younger children, is it? Which classes
Yes,
are these?
yes. They are primary school children, 3 to 5 primarily.
Third
Yes.
standard to fifth standard. Or 3 to 5 years?
No, 3rd to 5th standard.
3rd to 5th standard. Okay.
Yes.
So we also have this program called the Eco Schools, and this is the LLC will run through that as well. So we are having an orientation for Eco Schools tomorrow, the Little Less campaign. So maybe we could discuss, and I can ask Khushbu to, if you can put your email ID in the chat, or send it to us, then we can definitely get you in touch with.
Sure, I will. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I think there's something. What's the next? I think Governor Mistry. You had something, Governor? You raised your hand.
Unmute, Governor. Just unmute yourself and you can speak.
No?
There's one more hand raised. Daivya Sharma.
Okay, Daivya.
Ma'am, shall I speak?
Yes. Who's this?
I'm Devya.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, ma'am. So I said that in the Q&A as well.
Yeah.
So the Google form looks like something we'll have to take opinion from our parents as well as the school communities to fill up the form.
Arzu, can you respond to this?
Yes, ma'am. What's the question? The Google form looks like we'll have to take opinion from the school and parents and then decide. So yes, you have to discuss with any of your elder. It can be your teachers or your parents. So just discuss what is there in the survey
Yeah, ma'am.
form.
We need that institute information as well over there.
Yeah, so you can put your institution details, like whatever school or even independent group if you have. For instance, if you're associated with any of environmental club or scouts and guide, you can put their details.
Are you asking whether you need permission?
No, I was just asking that the form we will need to have a meet. What is the last date for the form?
So you can fill it in any time, and you can cover it, cover 2 days in 1 day also. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So we are giving you, because not everybody can start on the same day, but we would like you to finish as soon as possible. I mean, at least by 28th, 29th, should be able to finish. Because we already started today. You're talking about a treasurer.
No, ma'am, the form for the
LLC.
LLC, yeah.
Okay.
The
Fine.
Young reporter
That
for
can
the
be done.
environment program.
Yeah, that can be done anytime. There is no issue of time in that. There's no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Governor, would you have a question you want to speak?
Actually, ma'am, I was traveling. So, ma'am, my question was like my students have joined also.
Yeah.
So I'm from the Sri Ram University School, Palava. So
Okay.
can we register as a school, or do we have to students have to register on individual level?
Students have to register on individual level, ma'am.
Okay.
But you can register as a school, but then number of students, you can actually, all the students also need to register. That is the thing.
Yes, ma'am. So that was the perspective I was asking. Can we register on behalf of our school?
Daivya, your
The
question was
information.
different. It was regarding young reporters Google form, right?
Yeah, ma'am. That
So
was.
that you can fill in any time. And Governor's question was for treasurer. So there you have to register as an individual because you will be registering under the community. So in
There are two
community,
different things.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Via
there
you can
register anytime.
Yeah, but Vyari is for the school can register as a school.
So, ma'am, for Vyari, our school has registered.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. And for Eco School also.
Yeah.
So then can we like for Eco School, are we going to have this
tomorrow?
Can our student also be the part of tomorrow? Okay, okay.
The Eco School orientation is tomorrow, but the mini LLC campaign, the 10-day campaign, that is common for Eco School and Vyari students. So anybody can join.
Okay.
And only anybody who's not also part of Vyari LLC, any other student in your school also can join. So that's an independent, yeah, it's an independent campaign. Okay. So
fine,
not to be confused with what we are going to do with LLC and Vyari.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Feel free to ask if you want to further or get in touch with us also on phone or anything. Please do.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other question? Okay, I think we are at the end of the day today. Arzu, you want to end it?
Yes, ma'am. So it is also fine if you have questions. So you can email us later as well. We'll respond as soon as possible. So on behalf of Center for Environment Education, I would like to thank you all for gracing the event by your presence. We look forward for your school, college and groups participation in Mini Littlest campaign. With a deep sense of appreciation, I would like to thank all of those who have helped us to get this workshop done. And also I would like to thank the teachers and students who have been actively involved in Seize All program and encouraging their students to take part in all the activities. Once again, thank you very much. With this, we would like to end the session here. Thank you everyone and see you soon in upcoming session. So this recording will be there on YouTube channel. So you can just have a look and even the presentation will be there on website.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone.
Good night.